think we're back. It looks like we're back. Rip. Am I not up yet? Welcome back. Thank you. Alright. Yes, Zodiac, thanks for the follow. No idea what happened. I'm really sorry. Internet. Okay, for a lack of better word, our internet literally shit itself for a moment. You just had enough buffered on Netflix not to notice. Hey, how's it going, guys? Sorry about that. Might need a refresh. Oh, there goes my... Alright, I only had like a couple minutes left on that anyway, it's fine. In response to your question before the drop, I'm hooked. Played Record Keeper for a long time, loved that as well. This game I feel I can keep playing because it's not dependent on stamina. I mean, that's just it. If you just want to chill and just go for it. I don't really feel... I actually play this more because I don't feel like I'm pressured to like pull everything into stamina. And then when I run out of stamina, I find on those games like, oh, I can put this game down, play something else. Like, very rarely will I just pump, like, stamina or energy potions or what have you. Okay, now that we're back. Yes. Having to play so much catch-up, played at launch, then got pissed off with gachas for a while, then I just picked up this game again last week. Do you feel so weak? Yeah, a lot has happened since launch week. But good news, there's meant to be a summer event dropping in about 13.5 hours, if you're going to be around then. And there's going to be 2 banners, which they haven't mentioned what characters are on. They're meant to be highly sought after weapons for these characters, whoever they may be. And the first multi-pull on each of them is going to be free. So you're going to get at least 2 5-star weapons. Don't know how good they might be, but yeah. Day 1 player here, been going strong this whole time. Can't wait for tonight's banner. Oh yeah, yes, free pulls. I'm positive. Well, okay, let's see. If you won't take my word for it, let's go look at the notices. Excited for this next banner. It's a mystery. The only characters I wouldn't expect on them are characters you can't unlock in the game right now. So if it's a past event character that hasn't come back as a lost chapter yet, I don't imagine it's going to be on that banner. Hoping to get some 35 weapons. Did 50k gems, 40 ticks on the Chapter 9 banner. It's a little not one 35 weapon. It happens. I spent about the same amount on the Preach event banner. No 35 there. So let's see. Does it say it here? Yes, free multi-draws in Summer Campaign. And it's got an S, it's a plural. For those who aren't familiar, that means more than one. and even if like the banners are shit, we've got a new co-op event, and that's gonna feature the new event token system, which will be put into character events after August, which is so much better than the current system we have. And we got login bonus campaigns for a total of 28 days. Draw tickets. So if you're a returning player or you've started very recently, I think this is one of the better times to get into the game. So get real excited for tomorrow or later today or what have you. Okay, let's see. Is there any crystals I can burn? Kinda, I guess. Not really, not for that one, not for that one. Yeah, but yeah. Kill another one here. The luckiest drawing life in the garden map pulled 3 rune blades in 1 pull. Bugger me. It's pretty damn good. Yeah, if only I was gonna get 335s on a multi-draw, I'd pull right now. Okay. Now we need to get back to burning that SP and we'll get some artifacts, start leveling up Garnet. Couldn't get a rune blade or 3 pulls. Yeah, I'm with you. I tried going for Auron's 35 weapon. I think it's like the Chaos Blade or something. The shame for me restarting is that my team has just been way too weak to do the 2nd level of the chasm before it disappears. Hate missing rewards. Which chasm are we talking about? Are we we're talking... Oh yeah, we're talking here. Yeah, unfortunately I can't really help you out, like, unless it's just the co-op stuff. My only advice would be to say... would be to pull more, obviously, get more equipment, level up some stuff, get some artifacts. But you might find some useful tools in the free banners that come out. But I mean, ultimately the rewards you miss out on those harder content is just so that you can do more harder content later. And it's pretty hard to like expect, you know, a relatively fresh account to get up to that. Try doing those with 6-month-old characters equipped. I mean, I guess I could try. I've got some of those lying around. I do need to burn some SP though. Hold on. Alright, let's do 1. Oh, okay. It's getting late because I just did the good old hit quest while in World of Illusion. Come back to World of Illusion. Fan-fucking-tastic. Cleared the 30 one, but just don't have the raw stats for the 50s. You don't need to sleep. It's only 10:30 here. Okay. So if I ask, what characters do you have lying around? Like, what is your team, or what good characters, what gear do you have? How's it going, Nismomat? Probably butchered that. Thought you were in Australia. I am in Australia. Yeah, it's bloody 10:30 at night. And it's cold. It's winter, and I can't stand winter. Still need to get a score on this idiot. No, should do that. Probably. Thought you had a 12-hour time gap. What is your time zone? You're probably thinking, if you're in the United Kingdom, you're probably thinking of New Zealand. We're just a bit behind them. GMT. Yeah, we're GMT plus 10. So plus 12 is, or plus 11, something like New Zealand. Wouldn't advise doing it after the Ifrit event. Also had like none of the characters between then and a week ago. Oh, I don't have any energy or stamina to lose. Going well, level like 4 guys to 50, been working on crystal levels. It's good, it's good. Yeah. Alright. Just burn some SP, farm those artifacts. That's what today's stream for. Getting as ready as possible for the new event. Move Sarah off. Put an Echo because she can be relatively slow. Still need to do Heretic. Well, you got about 3 to 4 days. It's a pain. Yeah, I found it a bit easier this time around, but having said that, I've had significantly more geared characters. Like, my investments are starting to really pay off now. Still, I misplayed like really badly in the last one, and I like fumbled over a lot of the score. If I do like an earlier stream tomorrow, I might try and knock it out if I get on before the event. Everything except the bloody score. How much score have you gotten? If you can at least get 28k, then you get like the important rewards, I think. So I think that's the armor token. On the plus side, I was only SP level 50 or so. So I had so much free gems and SP. Yeah. It is. Just characters are just effectively like leveling new characters are just like 5 SP potions when you go through them, really. At 28k on your first attempt on Heretics, and I didn't bother going in a second time. Yeah, I don't blame you, just because 500 gems, while it sounds really nice, if you put it in realistic terms, it, on a technicality, is just one draw ticket. It's just you can, you know, put them together, there's something better that'll guarantee you a 5-star, but I mean, if you're investing like a lot of gems to get like a little bit back, it's not really worth it. Be worth it for the armor token. Yeah, at the moment just farming cycle quests to get selection of 50/50 characters while having the 2x2 bonus. Yeah, that's just it. Like, I've been a bit slack leveling up these new chapter 9 characters. Want to get them out of the road. There's been a lot to do on this game recently. Like, I was kind of waiting for that that break week we have where nothing really happens. And I usually would have got some characters up then, or got some cycle quests out of the road. That didn't happen this time. They went straight for it. Should be doing stuff up there. Hey, sometimes you need to just do nothing. It's very difficult doing nothing. Been finishing up lost chapters, hate Setsa. Well, I don't have a really fantastic Setsa character myself, but if you need me to change up like support characters, if that can help you, just let me know. I'm not sure how useful Vaughn would be. So I know the free Bravery Freeze on Setsa was like really good to have. Having like a second one of those really helped out the fight. I did invest a bunch of gear into Titus and Vincent at the same time. I have some Setsa friends, mine's bad though. Oh, okay, so you're relying purely on Setsa. Probably need to take like a more aggressive point. What team have you been attempting Setsa currently? think I recognize the sheer difference between characters now and then when I had my own Vine and a team with these first 15 weapon 1 LB and a friend with a 35 CP max limit broken artifacts. It was night and day. It's kind of disgusting. Haven't attempted in a month or so, forgot what the team I was using. Have a Setsu with decent passives, just no 35. Yeah, I mean the 35's nice, but it's more just having the Setsu with like Freeze Joker really. I don't even know if you need the 15 for that. I've got like 15 1LB. Don't think I've got particularly great passes from. Did finish Vanills with 3 supports. Congrats, man. That's not an easy feat. I really need to get around to it. I feel like now that I have Eiko and some magic users, then maybe a maxed out Vine would be pretty good. Should be able to do it now. There's just other limited rewards I'm more worried about. And I really want to capitalize on double experience for these characters and artifacts, I guess. I feel like, I don't know whether it's just me, but I feel like when there's no artifact Ward of Illusions up, I play this game a lot less. I literally just dump orbs for my SP. And then maybe do some cycle quests. Really is nice having Irvine for this. Having some sort of AoE. What's the best way to get weapon orbs? I've been struggling to level up my weapons because if I level as 2-star, then that's a huge waste of gil. Orb Spring. If you got SP left over, you're not really doing anything, or you... And usually a good time to do it is when you're like finished up, when there's no artifact Ward of Illusions on. Orb Spring is your best bet. But you will be getting a bit of stimulus package coming in because there was like a Square Enix mobile event stream that happened a couple of days ago where we got a lot of this info from the event from. And they usually do like a live sort of challenge, which we managed to clear. So they'll be adding in a bunch of weapon and armor orbs into your account at some point. Not sure when they're dropping in, but yeah, that'll help out. Question about armor tokens. You think it's better to focus on getting 6-star armors or getting a selection of characters that use a lot of 2-3 LB level 5 stars? So 6-star is definitely good, but you really do need to ration out your armor tokens, especially if you're sort of new. I find I invest a lot more armor tokens into characters I have like a lot of gear and weapons for. But I have definitely picked up like a single 5-star armor for some characters, just because I wouldn't have any armor for them at all. A thing would be is I did that for Laguna when I was doing the Setsu Lost Chapters, because I found him quite useful. I did have his weapon, like his 15. But I generally only invest into like armor tokens when I feel like a given character would help me in the harder content. Because if I can get away with it, I will. And that's mostly because, you know, I haven't invested any money into this game yet. Strawberries and blueberries for us. Yeah, if you clear some of the Lost Chapter stuff, they usually throw a fair amount of weapon orbs. Yeah, World of Illusions, Orb Springs, generally the go-to. Like, put it this way, if you're okay on artifacts or there's no artifacts going on and you've got SP to burn, just throw it in Orb Springs. And you just keep an eye on that every day, because it doesn't really take long to sort of just auto or go through it. And yeah. Gotcha, I was a little lost on the term Orb Spring, but now I see... Yeah. So each of the World of Illusions has two types of springs. You got Crystal Springs, which isn't really good for crystals, funnily enough, but it's excellent for experience outside of cycle quests, which I probably will be showing you on stream here at some point. And then you got the Orbs quest, which is not as good as experience, but definitely good for orbs. Yeah, and you can get 4-star orbs from that. Oh yeah, and you get a chance for those 4-star for Sylph and Chocobo. But only if it's like an artifact one, or if it's a permanent summon. Because we will be getting like a new event one soon, I think, at some point. I think the next one's permanent Leviathan though. But a lot of the limited events would generally give you like a lot of weapon orbs and stuff. Armor orbs. I imagine there will be a good opportunity to get some orbs for both weapon and armor in this new co-op event. This new summer event they're going on about. Sounds like it'd be a good opportunity. Hang on, are you missing a passive here? You are, you bastard. Could take some of this nonsense off. Now that we actually got some artifacts. Tiger Legs is not that great here, is it? Yeah, I don't care about you right now. Levy's next. Could use Levy. World of Illusions now because everyone's seen wants Levy and Garnet. Yeah, but the problem is like by the time you get Levy, Garnet will be finished. I think it's probably gonna flip over on that day. Working on your armor at the moment, at least have a shot at getting some grips. Yeah, that's fair. It's kind of interesting. It's been a long time since we've had some co-op events that didn't ask for Sylph or Chocobo. That does much more damage. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. You only need it till level 11, because any summon over level 10 gains a huge boost. Gains an extra turn in summon, gains a whole different like tier of like benefits. Yeah, 15 is totally fine. It's really, you want the summoning speed, the extra turn, because that they both go up once you go over level 10, which is probably the most important thing. The damage and the max bravery is just like a nice to have. Had to use Ramu because I started too late to have Leviathan time, but I still managed between 40-60k teams. Yeah, it's totally fine. Like, obviously for most characters, Leviathan is much more optimal. But I mean, hey, you know, you can do it with Ramu, it's totally fine. Already got Ifrit 20. Good, good. Yeah, most of the, like, Ifrit's just a good one to have all the time. Yeah, I suppose Ramu's not too bad for the first wave. Sure. But yes, it is nice to see like a variety of summons being needed. What's the best way to use Finishing Touch for Cloud? I use in Modern Co-op because he's my best gear, but I'm never sure the best time to throw Finishing Touch. Ideally you want to get a good chase out of it, but there's two good points. And it can also vary depending on the co-op event. But in the middle of a summon window is generally a safe one. But in some faster events, you kind of want to use Finishing Touch early, because if you get a chase with like 1 or 2 people in it, you can accelerate how fast the summon gauge goes up. An excellent example of a character that does this is both Lael and Cecil, because they have just got a lot of built-in on-demand chase sequence abilities, and they can just accelerate your summon really quickly. But yeah, so unlike faster fights, you definitely want to use Finishing Touch early, just so that you can get that summon up faster. Do I have Cloud's Runeblade? No, I do not. That's the other thing, is that with the Runeblade, you get an extra charge. So you can do 2 instead of 1, because we didn't get those buffs everyone bloody talked about. But also with the Runeblade passive that you get, when you use Finishing Touch, Cloud gets a bunch of self buffs. Max Limit Broken Runeblade. Yeah, so if you... I would say for the Garnet event, trying to use it in a summon turn, ideally, the first one you probably want to use early just to get those buffs, but the second one you kind of want to use when both of your teammates have like a reasonable amount of bravery, so that they can get the maximum amount of chase HP damage that they can. Some characters really benefit, especially if they can't do like bravery plus HP attacks. Like, Vincent's probably a good example. He can build up a shit ton of max bravery at the moment, and a lot of bravery at the same time, but he can't dump it on the same turn, so he benefits a lot from chase. Garnet Co-op usually 1 Finishing Touch in each wave. That's probably the way to go, because if you can use 1 Finishing Touch to clear off either one of the ads, like either the mannequins, sorry, really quickly, that definitely helps. If you can get... I found like some runs where you get like a really good early Finishing Touch on that first wave, speeds it up really quickly. But ultimately, the situation depends, and it's just an understanding on how chase works and how long the fight is. Yeah, fortunately, it's not like a needed 15 for Cloud. Of course, it'd be nice. But it's not like Aiko's 15 passive. Like, that ability is practically not existent without it. There's a couple of characters that really need their 15. Alrighty, well, no, not looking at that, we're looking at artifacts. Alright, let's see what we can get ourselves into today. Yeah, they can get a bit picky. It's mostly just understanding chase. But also, another problem that's going to arise is that not as many people are going to be familiar with how the Rune Blade passive works. Because I can definitely see, like, a case for it. You might want to use it very early on. In the second phase of the Garnet fight, just to get those buffs on you, if you don't have like a support character with you, like Ramza or Aiko. But ideally you want to make it so that your chase can connect with your 2 other party members and they'll be loaded on a lot of bravery before you do that. Because I think the amount of extra damage that HP attacks do during taste, hello, kind of feels like this passive here. It does like an extra 20-30% damage. I can't remember which. Yep, fuck out of here with this passive. Could be a little different too. That's what doing a lot of chase damage feels like. To me, anyway. Yeah, sometimes I get mad because people will just HP attack right before my turn, then I just hold my finishing touch. Oh man. Don't play Cecil if that really hurts you. I've been looking for the 100 attack for Sarah. You know what? I haven't. In fact, I wish it was a nice sister and just gave it to Lightning. That'd be nice, because you know, I actually have equipment for Lightning. Maybe I should just, like, shaft Lightning for a sister. That'll make it feel good, right? Just get all my gems and pull on that Chapter 9 banner. Rage sell all of my equipment for Lightning. You never gave me your 108 attack artifacts. That was a really nice one, like 8 CP as well. Brilliant. Yeah, it's just sometimes you will get get players that just don't understand like chase mechanics or how certain characters work. So I wouldn't get like too upset with it, especially considering there's like no real reporting system in this game. And there's no way to sort of prevent any of that kind of nonsense. Just harass people like me or other like-minded people in chat. Drag them onto your bells or get caught up in our antics. And at the very least you have stickers. Stickers are your friend. They'll make you feel better. Triple cloud. I'm not fortunate enough to see that. I imagine it'd be dumb. Use the term mad loosely. Don't overly get upset with this game. Yeah, I mean, even I make mistakes, right? And also, some mistakes will make it look like it's your fault, like your character could die, but it could be through someone else's action. I'm sure we've all been there before. And we'll continue to go there. But yeah, I suppose the only advice I can give you is just have an understanding of how chases work, how to get the most amount of value about it, and it sounds like you have a good idea of what's going on. But also understand that, you know, there could be opportunities where, even though it looks awkward, finishing touch might be the play where it kind of looks awkward. Like, you know, might not get a whole bunch, but you kind of need to, you know, you really need to guarantee a break on an enemy, and you don't have any, like, cross slashes, or especially considering you don't have the 15 passive. If you want to ensure a finishing touch is a good way, or if you really want to capitalize on doing a lot of damage, and there's no way they're going to be building a bravery anytime soon, or being able to do that. You want to get those buffs from the Runeblade passive, so... The only way to get better is practice and keep throwing yourself in there. And there's always stickers. Perfect means of communication. Oh man. Oh man. I saw red text and got excited. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to farm up some silvers again. Let's see, what are we doing for SB wise? Okay. It's kind of awkward. Alright, I reckon we could do this. Seeing that we need for Garnet to hit 10. We'll do 2 runs of first tier, and then we'll do a Crystal Spring Part 3. That'll get Garnet to like level 17, 18 or something like that, if we're lucky. $23 days ago. Oh dear, really are going through the friend supports today. time to get that stamina refill. Alright. Garnet is green. Super lazy. There we go. Well, I got a staff lying around here somewhere. You can just have that. Yeah. Get out of here, Vanille. Just throw friggin' everything on it. I'm sure it's fine. See if we can do it relatively easily without our support. Done the first heretic quest. Now for 2. Awesome. Oh, rip. Goddamn magic buffs. Level 18. And we can just leave that there and go grab some more artifacts. But it won't take long because we need some more silvers. Team no fun. Here we go. Problem is I have many weapons for good characters, just not enough LB stones for all of them to be good. Yeah, I mean that's just it. I've got some of that as well, so you really just need to really pick on like a handful of characters you know are gonna be quite versatile, just to start with anyway. As much as I like Cyan as a character, I don't think he's as versatile as many other characters. So I wouldn't do anything with that 35 just yet. It's definitely an excellent weapon for him though. But I feel like Cyan really benefits from having his 15 available. 15 passive. Got Cyan's 15 passive for drawing lightning. I honestly think it, like, his 15 weapon is better than his 35, really. And that's mostly because if you, in most cases, you want to use your bravery skill for the champ. You have Orin 35, but fortunately I don't like him. What do you mean, fortunately? That's a problem I wouldn't mind having. Like Orin in the event, he puts great numbers, just not sure how good he is outside of that. Yeah, unfortunately, like, I really like him as well, but I'm kind of annoyed that, not so much with like the low skill usage, because his debuffs are like super potent. The problem is, like, even with the weapon passes, neither of them are not guaranteed, which is really frustrating. Because if you're going to have like low skill usages and then really talk about, hey, these debuffs are fantastic, especially that frigging melee resistance one. It's a good debuff, but it's, even with the 35, it's not always guaranteed. It's really frustrating. So I think he's got a lot of potential. He's just not quite there yet. I do really like him though, like, that's why I've been pulling it on the banner a lot. And then I ended up with Cyan stuff, which I'm totally fine with. Because I definitely do like Cyan a lot more. Well, I think he's a better character right now. Alright, let's throw this idiot on. Gonna be the most wasteful use of this, but this is fine. Not really too worried about being optimal with the XP book. Although I must admit, like, again, I feel like even Orin in his current state, he benefits a lot from his 15 passive, so just having the 35 isn't that great. It's kind of weird. I mean, it shouldn't really matter as much, because, like, he has nowhere near as many skill usages as, like, other characters, but still, like, the 15 passive does a lot of work for Banishing Blade. So I feel like you really need to like Orin if you want to play him. And even then, it's not really a worthwhile investment, especially if you're a free-to-play player. Unless you've already got, like, a lot of already good characters. Another ranker. Give me them gems. Just been Cloud and Eiko most events. Yeah, Eiko's not too bad. Probably the best support in the game for global right now. We're 12 regular friends. Yeah, this Eiko just works. Oh man, I was so close to breaking that. How much experience does this give me? Fair amount. Okay. James Killers, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it, guys. It's been a couple of follows this stream. Always appreciated. Whereabouts in Australia am I? I am in New South Wales. The state of New South Wales. Hello, computer. I imagine you're also in Australia, seeing that your last two characters in your name are AU. Just a hunch. Yep. Oh, what a wild guess that was. Don't say that. An hour south of Sydney. I'm roughly an hour south of Sydney. I'm in Wollongong, mate. Where the fuck are you? Don't say Wollongong. Oh fuck, you're outside of my house. What are you doing here, mate? Mate. You're in the gong too. Ah, shit. Well, I'm not gonna give you my street information. Oh man. Fuck, I've been doing a lot of walking around here recently. You probably see me playing Pokemon Go, if you've been out at all. I was at the harbour today, because they had the kite stuff over there. Whatever, I don't know what was going on, but it was cool. I got some photos. Man, it's a fucking small world. Alright, Inglorious, thanks for the follow, and Damon, thanks for the follow. Although I'm pretty sure Damon might have already been following me, just not on Twitch. Ah, shit. That's funny. I feel like everyone I find out that's in New South Wales, they always open up with, "Oh yeah, I'm just an hour south of Sydney." Fucking hell. I mean, I don't blame them. It's really nice here. Originally moved here to study because there's the uni here. I just never left. Yeah, really appreciate all the follows tonight. One of the best ways to follow the stream without paying anything. How good is that? You can save all your money for your gachas and get disappointed with that. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Slowly getting that level. Not worried about if I have to spend another book. It's fine. Like right now, I'm just. If they do the level 60 thing soon, I've got books. I'm good. Irvine looks fun. Yeah, it is really nice to be able to do like the low level stuff or just have access to AoE. I kinda wish I had some of his weapons. Like, if he's 35s on banner in the future, I'm probably gonna pull for it actually. Quite like him. Even if it's just to make farming a bit easier for me for the moment. Very least he looks cool. Does any other character do that? When we get like character awakenings and level 60 and all that kind of nonsense, a lot more characters are gonna have. What weapon are you using on him? I am using a max limit broken King 15 CP weapon. Don't ask me where I got it. It's just got a lot of damage on it. I don't have his 15. Don't think his 35's available yet. I think the only other character that has access to like AoE that does HP damage would probably be Yang at this point. But he does AoE damage like very differently to Irvine. Irvine makes it even across all of them. Laguna. He doesn't do it yet though. Eventually. Yeah, there's a lot of characters that eventually will be able to do it. Probably the most notable one is Squall. Because he gets like AoE splash off his Renzo Kugan at some point. And yeah. A lot of people farm with Squall. What level mobs can Irvine clear up to? Well, let's put it this way. These ones here, I'm only just clearing them with 3. Because they have around about like 1500 health. And when Irvine has the first turn, I can just clear them all. So it's probably not much higher here. Like, the nice thing about Scattershot is that when there are less targets, it'll do more damage. I think that the calculation seems to be like, it gets Irvine's total bravery at the end of the attack, and then it divides it by how many targets there are. So it doesn't seem like, or at least with the weapon I have with him right now. And you gotta remember he's getting a synergy boost because we're in the Order of Illusions. So I think this, at this point in time for Irvine, this is the most he can really shine in as far as doing AoE clearing. But quite honestly, it is better than nothing. So it's nice. It makes this so much easier for me because I farm first tier all the time. He is sitting on a couple of passives now, which make it more consistent for him. But AoE damage is like all over the place in JP, because they get a lot of bosses where, on co-op events where they're fighting multiple targets at the same time. So I wouldn't invest in Irvine just for this reason. Yeah, so here I just clear them all here. Even without the passives, that way I usually would hit about 1500 among all of them. You prefer farming the 10 SP to the 20? Yeah, most of the time because I just need fodder. I'll probably farm the 10 a lot more when I'm still farming like character events, because more often than not they will drop more 4 stars than 3 stars to use as fodder. So in between when we have Ward of Illusions for artifacts and no artifact Ward of Illusions, I do stockpile a lot of the 4 stars for events, even, you know, condensing them a bit in the meantime while I'm waiting, and then we'll spend like the first couple of days doing nothing but the 10 SP one just for fodder, because it's much more SP efficient for experience. I don't really need to do this, but I feel like it's definitely a bit faster doing it this way now. Or it's like not as dreary thanks to having an Irvine with a bit of attack on him. But like, you know, after like the Garnet event, for example, I'll be loaded on a Garnet 4 stars and a bit of Zell and Cloud. And the other artifacts, if you didn't want to use 4-star artifacts for fodder, there was no way you were going to be able to process every single one of those 4-star artifacts. So it's kind of nice being able to stock up on fodder like that. However, when it'll get to like parts around here. I think this is alright. Yeah, we'll definitely take it over here. There'll definitely be parts where eventually you'll have more fodder than like silvers to actually get relics from. So I'll do like a round of 2 of like the 20 and 60 stuff just to quickly stock up on some silvers. Which is hypocritical because if I, you know, burn a bunch of SP on the 61 just to get some silvers, then it's very SP inefficient. I think in the long run, the 10 is better overall. It's more effective when you got a bunch of silvers lying around. But it's also better for someone like me who wants artifacts for every single character. Because I imagine there will be for people who are starting up, or people who are just not as interested in other characters. You can use their 4 stars as fodder, which is totally fine. But like when you're looking at 4 stars as fodder, it's not really much more than 3 and 2 stars as far as experience goes. So that just makes the 10 much better XP wise. I will admit, like, there'll be some days where I'll do a bit of like 10 SP farming and then I'll just go bugger this and burn the rest of my SP on an orb spring or something. And then after a week without farming artifacts I go, wow, I could really use some fodder. 'It's okay. Don't think it's worth it though. Getting a lot of attack passives in Sarah. It's not bad. I feel like she would be better off with max bravery ones though. It's good to have some attack ones though, don't get me wrong. Definitely not complaining about that. No. Actually, we're not doing Garnet event anymore, so I'm going to do something sacrilegious and chew these out because I need the slots. I usually only use 4 stars as fodder if, like, I know I'm not expecting any of their artifacts for some time. Just because I want the inventory space, I refuse to spend gems to increase that. CP. Wow, these artifacts look like shit. One of these isn't quite like the others. Yeah, can you imagine if I was going really hard for like Edgar artifacts and then I was just doing Sarah for fun? How upset I would be. 'It's even worse! Oh my god, and it's still got the 42 defense. Get out of here, Edgar. I don't need this. Oh, actually, Damon, if you are in the Wollongong, do you check out the comic book cafe at all? Zingalo Blaine? You don't have to answer that question, but I'm just curious. Nope. Oh, okay. Yeah, just asking. Is that new? No, it's been there. It's been around a while, but it's only been where it is in Globe Lane recently, like the last year or so. Yeah, Kurtosh. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. They've recently, in the last several months, started Pokemon trading card game nights on Thursday, and it's been pretty good. Hanging out there on Thursday nights, and I actually run the recently established official Pokemon League there. So if people want to drop in and say hi, I'll be there on Thursdays. Maybe you do go there and already know me. Oh boy. Well, I mean, you know what I look like, right? Isn't that creepy? So you think you do know me already? We've got an Australian on my chat. He's not new, like he's checked out the channel a couple of times before there. Haven't been there, but I think I've seen it before. Ah, okay, yeah. Apparently, like, all the Australians I see recently, they're an hour south of Sydney, Laura. Well, if you got nothing better to do on a Thursday night, I will be there. I feel like if I ever stumbled across, like, a lot of money, I'd like to get a camera set up so we could stream like some tabletop games down there. It'd be pretty cool. That's mostly because I've got like a better collection of Pokemon cards in real life as opposed to online. Just because I can actually buy singles. Do I own the comic shop? I don't own the comic shop, but I got accepted into the Pokemon Professor program through Pokemon International, and what that allows me to do as a basic organizer is I can actually run official events at venues. And because I know the guy that runs the shop, and he's been trying to get like an official league running there for a while, so I work with him. As far as that regard goes. So no, I don't own the shop, no, but I run the league there on Thursday nights. Oh, totally balking this XP, huh? I wish I owned the comic shop, then I didn't have to worry about money. But then I probably wouldn't be able to stream as much. What a strange world we live in. Yeah, I think originally he wanted to, like, the owner of the shop wanted to run the league himself. But you've got to, there's like an exam you've got to pass to actually get into the program. And they definitely do ask some pretty tricky questions. Most people actually don't pass the exam on first try, even if you do know Pokemon. I'm hoping to, in the next couple of weeks, apply for my judge professorship, so I can actually run sanctioned competitive events at the place at some point. Hey James Killer, how's it going, man? Thanks for the follow earlier. How you doing? What was your progress in your first week in this game? Pretty abysmal. I think I got up to like maybe chapter 3 and I had 3 15 CP weapons, and that was Warrior of Light, Hope, and Yida. I really didn't take it too seriously. Then they released like World of Illusions quite soon. Suddenly there was like, hey, there was a stamina thing. I wanted to keep that up. I believe we had up until like chapter 5 available. I think your progress, yeah, you probably did a lot better than me in my first week. I mean, granted, when I was playing it, it was at launch, but I was playing it very casually. Because I also play Fire Emblem Heroes, but that's nowhere near as interesting to stream. Nor can I like play that game as long as I can play this game. So I didn't want to like get too heavy into like 2 gacha styled games. But then I just enjoy this game more. Still play Fire Emblem Heroes, but it's very casual at this point. I mean, I get all the event content done and all that, but like, I don't really play much afterwards. Alright, I think we'll dump another book here. Like the game, chapter 6, awesome. Yeah, story starts getting a little bit interesting. I didn't think I would like this game to the point where I would be playing it every day and then eventually streaming it for hours on end. Yeah, the co-ops and all the events definitely sold me on this game. And that's why I spend hours grinding and preparing for whatever comes next. I think the only thing I'd wish it kind of had, but also not fuss if they ever put it in, is like something with leaderboards. Time for me to sleep. Oh yeah, I suppose it is getting a bit late here, isn't it? Might see you around 10. Alright, have a good one, Damon. Like how easy it was to get the orders, guys. Yeah, some of the attention to detail in some of the events is really good. I feel like some of my favorite ones was like for Faris, and I won't spoil it because I think Faris will be available as lost chapters later this month, like towards the end of this month. along with Ramza and Preesh. Hey, cheers for the bid, man. Have a good one, Damon. Appreciate it. I'll take that bidding. Usually your best. Awesome. I mean, that's just it. Like, the character events, you can at least unlock the character relatively easy, and you can worry about gearing them up later. See what his crystal enhancement level is. I believe you're talking about Auron. I could be wrong. Oh man, we're just missing that little bit of attack. Could be Cyan. Cyan's chipped 8 though. Not that I don't have a problem with it being Cyan, I just don't think it would be.
Yosh, やってやろうぜ.
24 hours stream tomorrow? I don't think so. Kinda want to. I'm tempted to do an earlier start tomorrow though. Just because I do have plans in the evening. Like when I would usually stream. But I could do something earlier. Back at 31, he's level 37. Yeah, Auron's a lot of fun. Okay, yep, bastard. But if I don't stream this tomorrow, I'll probably most likely stream it Wednesday night? So 2 days from now? Or it might even be like tomorrow, like Tuesday night. He is also like Cloud and Warrior of Light, that's alright. Yeah, Cloud's definitely a really good one to start off. Warrior of Light. I feel like he's missing a couple of things, but I think he's cool. He's unique. Definitely helps out with like early score problems. Get out of here. Like being able to go, oh, maybe I shouldn't have like spent all my bravery. Just shield him up. Yeah, there could be a chance that there'll be opportunity for me to stream this tomorrow night if my meetup for my 14 guild doesn't really flow through again. But we're meant to be getting like an update. Actually, I might be able to stream for a little bit on Tuesday just because 14 will be down for maintenance. Around about then. But if you want to get any updates of what the hell I'm doing with the stream, probably the best place would be check out my Discord. Did I spell that right? No, I didn't. There we go. I don't really have like a set schedule. I try to keep my streams around about like this kind of time frame. But because of my situation right now, if there's like an opportunity for me to get like a couple of hours in, I'll probably stream. Pretty hard to get those armor tokens. I really want Cloud Summer with these pick on it. Finish the set thing. I think it's just more they come by mostly in events, and you'll probably want to have like reasonably leveled up characters for those events. If you can get like a lot of someone's 4-star armor and merge it up like that, it's not too bad. Like there's a couple of characters I haven't bought with armor tokens yet, just because the 4-star armor is still like really strong if you get multiple copies of it and level it up a bit. I imagine because how the new co-op event starting tomorrow or later today, how that happens is unlike most like character events we get. This is kind of like the rewards are based on the score from all players across the server. And I imagine you'll be able to get at least a couple of armor tokens there. Otherwise your best bet is to try and clear up some of the lost chapters. Particularly the hard mode challenges, which definitely daunting for a new player. Like that's the hard stuff. That's what players that have been around like me sort of prey on whenever they come out. But when we get a character event like Auron or the Garnet event that are currently up, they'll generally have like co-op rewards for like the 70 co-op mission that reward at least 5 armor tokens all up. It's relatively achievable. But I wouldn't worry too much about armor tokens, it is a bit of a min-max thing. So I'd say save them for like characters you want to use and just haven't been able to get like any other reasonable armors for them. What's up? Just have a try off mine or something. Or my battery if you need to. It could just be the cable. Let's see. Oh, got a lot of XP stuff. Global EXP boost. I don't think so. There's a couple of characters that, generally if they're featured as synergy characters for events like these two here, they'll have, yeah, bugger it, let's do it. They'll generally be given like 2 times experience like here for the duration of their event. And this is just from like me using books, if you're talking about the top right hand corner. Oh, rip. Nasty counter gaze. Alright, we won't do that anymore for now. Ah, rip. Gotta have another armor. I think the armor's a little hard. Me and a friend, relatively my power use like 400 gems for the oldest guy's armor. Keep getting his name. Oron. Were you talking about like gems as in like continue chances or something? Because if you do need help in some of those like lower end missions, you can like invite me, or I can host some bells when I have them and help you up through those missions if you'd like. Probably not tonight, because I'm probably going to wrap up the stream after all this. So it is getting a bit late, and if I plan on doing an early stream tomorrow, I'm going to have to actually be up and awake for it. Yeah, if you need help like that, it's fine. You just add my character friend IDs down below here. Just give me a yell if I don't like friend you back. The friends list system isn't the greatest, it's very hard to keep track of. Do you get a piece of garnet's gear when you do the level 30? Yeah, so with character events, you'll get a 5-star armor for the level 30 and the level 50 mission, so you get 2. Don't freak out if you can't get them this time around, because when they come back as lost chapters, you can still get whatever armor pieces you're missing as rewards. So I imagine things like might be a little bit tough, a little bit daunting trying to, you know, get everything cleared up in time and all that. So I wouldn't worry too much. But it's definitely manageable, and if there's like anything we can help out with, like either me or someone else in chat, a lot of other streamers are really helpful too. I imagine like tomorrow when the event drops, a lot of people are going to be preoccupied with the new stuff. But if you can catch them when things are like a little bit quiet, or they're like looking for something to do, including myself, just ask really. The community here at Twitch at least has been very friendly, very helpful. Now Garnet's 40, we quickly sidetrack for a little bit, just to burn some SP. probably help a little bit. Updating the passives just a wee bit.
どうやって勝つかな。蹴散ら。おとなしくして。巻き込め。巻き込め。蹴散ら。おとなしくして。巻き込め。蹴散ら。
See if we can break it this time.
おとなしくして。
There we go. That's what I want to say.
帰るところが
Why?
負けられないわ。
Hi. You could watch me play a game.
Yoshi, よし、やってやろうぜ。蹴散ら。おとなしくして。
I'm starting to break that a little bit more consistently. I'm pretty happy with that.
蹴散ら。おとなしくして。巻き込め。巻き込め。蹴散ら。おとなしくして。
I don't want to cook again. We did get turkey today though. Could have turkey sandwiches. Call it a night. Unfortunately it's not salad season either. Yes, we've been a bit preoccupied today. We had like a big lunch. And then it was late at night, like neither of us was really hungry. And now we're both wrong. Sorry, phone cut out after you said level 30 gives 5-star. What did you say after that? Oh, okay. The level 30 and the level 50 both give 5-star armor, so you can get 2 pieces. But if you can't get that, you're not going to miss out on it, because all the character events eventually return as what's called a lost chapter, and you'll be able to unlock any character or like 5-star armor in those missions again there. So if you got the 30 mission armor but you didn't get the 51, you'll have a chance to get it later. So you can break it. Don't worry about that. Yeah. So having said that, if you've got the one from 30, right, I wouldn't buy like 3 more, I'll just buy 2. About that? Yeah, no worries. I'll add you back once I get a moment when I'm not doing cycle quests. So having said that, you can get a lot of armor available to you for other characters you can unlock. with the lost chapters, which the story will eventually goad you into, because it'll lock you out of the most recent chapters if you don't have them complete. Whoops, that's the wrong target. A lot of brave breakup. Didn't realize that. I'm gonna try and get Garnet just to level 49 so we don't waste all the SP.
Yoshi, やってやろうぜ。蹴散らおとなしくして。蹴散ら巻き込め。おとなしくして。
Yeah, no worries. I'll follow you back once I've got my books. Excuse me. I'll follow you back once I get my books over. Just cause like the friends menu is like horribly slow. Oh man. Oh wow, we've been live for nearly 7 hours. Yeah. Pretty crazy. I've almost got all of our characters maxed again.
Yoshi, やってやろうぜ。おとなしくして。
Oh, fuck me. Don't waste those books. Alright. So I need to get around to doing that uptime command, don't I? What's wrong? I know. Don't fall asleep on stream. Is there like a person who uses bow and arrow in this game? Well, conveniently, the last week or so, we did get our first bow user, which is Sarah from Final Fantasy 13-2. Unfortunately, her along with Edgar, who introduced the lance weapons, those weapon types aren't easy to come across. You can only get them as 5-star right now. Because they haven't printed 4-star weapons or 3-star weapons for a long time. And they probably won't. So if you clear Chapter 9, you'll get Sarah towards the end. But, might be a bit difficult finding a weapon for her. Just got a bow sitting there. Maybe like a base level one? Like a 1-star? I don't know. Haven't really looked if they've like sort of added anything to the base thing. Oh! You have the 5-star bow. Well, that's Sarah's weapon. So when you unlock Sarah, which is not like a limited character or anything like that, you'll be able to use that quite well, actually. I imagine it's the 15 CP variant of it, because it doesn't sound like you would have mentioned like a character portrait being on the equipment symbol. Because the much stronger weapons for characters are unique and can't be equipped by any other character. Yeah, 15. That's a good one to have, actually. Because like I mentioned, she's the first bow user, and I think we'll be getting another one soon. I believe it will be Maria from Final Fantasy II. And if you want to use Maria and you're not lucky enough to get her weapons, you're gonna have to settle with that one. Stop talking. You're adorable, you know that. I'm not sure if you can hear that muffled wailing in the background. I have old guys 15, so I wish I had his portrait too. You know what? I am in the same boat with you. I wish I had his 35 as well. Not making this easy, are you?
Yoshi, やってやろうぜ。蹴散ら。おとなしくして。
It's Vaughn I'm using? Yes, it is. Have him low only used once. How exactly is he? He can just pump out a bunch of numbers. Especially what I have is maxed out. He's also my support character. So his unique thing is both of his special abilities, once you've used them twice in combat, it'll do like a follow-up Brave HP move, and you can get like a lot of... It can be quite an aggressive character. Let's swap out Warrior of Light. He definitely gains a lot if you can get his weapons though. Should be alright without it. Okay, so I was able to get Vaughn to use White Whirl at the start, so I'll be able to use it more than once, and more than twice here. Okay, so here we go. So I've used White Whirl twice here. And I messed that up. Alright, so when I've used Vaughn's White Whirl twice, when I use it again for the rest of this battle, you'll notice it sort of upgraded the ability a bit. It's going to do a follow-up move called Luminescence. It'll do a second Brave HP attack. And does like an extra 400 damage. Just 4,000, sorry. Just mind you that my Vaughn, I've put a lot of gear and time into him. You can also do that with Red Spiral. believe you get some buffs or some like enhancements later on that you only need to use it once before it upgrades, but that might not be for a while.
Yoshi, やってやろうぜ。蹴散らせ。おとなしくして。蹴散らせ。巻き込め。おとなしくして。蹴散らせ。巻き込め。おとなしくして。みんなのおかげね。
Almost got Ghana at 49. Actually, they might even be able to get 2 runs and get it really close.
Yoshi, やってやろうぜ。
Which summoner is your favorite? You've talking about summons.
おとなしくして。
They look pretty cool, but it's just how useful. I think it's called Leviathan. Oh yeah. If we want to go about how useful some are, Ifrit is definitely a very good useful one to get up. Also, either Sylph or Chocobo is a good one. I think my favorite would just have to be Odin, just on a cool standpoint. And I do have a bit of a soft spot for the brothers, which you'll be able to unlock at least like very low level version of it later in the chapters. But you'll notice with a lot of these summons, when you first are able to bind them, unlock them, you're probably not going to get them past level 2 or 5 unless you go to their World of Illusion event and farm their materials through whatever challenges they have. So even though we have like some summons that we've unlocked recently, like the Brothers, Pandemonium came out in Chapter 9, you won't really see anyone using it. Because unless you can get a summon to at least level 11, they're missing out on a lot of potential power that they could have. Because every single summon, when you upgrade it from level 10 to level 11, it gains an extra turn for the summon window when you summon it. Its ability goes up significantly, and also the amount of time it takes to charge goes up a step as well, and that only ever happens when going from level 10 to 11. Obviously, it's nice to have these summons at level 20. Sylph and Chocobo being unique, they'll be an absolute pain to get to level 20, because not even I have them at level 20 yet. Got them both at 18, one of them's close to 19, but you know. But having level 11 summons is probably the most useful to get them at the very least. Okay, let's go back to Team No Fun, so we don't waste stamina. If you do like Leviathan, which has been quite popular, at about a week and a half, his limited event's gonna come. And you'll be able to level him up all the way to level 20 in that 2-week period, and then later on, no, we already had Leviathan limited. He'll be coming back as permanent, which should be good. Alright, I'm on Team No Fun. I don't need to worry about this order nonsense anymore. Love the Brave HP attacks. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Very good for short, aggressive fights. And they're just, in general, really useful to have. But don't judge a character just if they don't have Brave HP. I feel like one of the best characters at the moment, Preesh, who doesn't even have that, is just phenomenal right now. Absolute powerhouse. Really miffed that I spent like 50k gems and however many tickets and didn't get a weapons. But you can't go wrong with Brave HPs usually. Makes farming like this much easier. But they're not the be-all end-all. Seconds left. Let's get this last one in. Yeah! Easy. It expires in the middle of the match. When you finish, you still get 2 times rewards. Yes, it matters when you enter. So it doesn't matter whether it wears off in the middle. If when you started the match or the mission and those bonuses were active, you'll get it. So I think it's easily been like, what, 30 seconds or what since we saw that. And at the end of the results screen it should say What is it? I think the only one I have at the moment is double gill. Yeah, and there you go, double gill. It's a lot of gill. I'll roll on that. Don't you worry. Won't take me long. Alrighty, let's see. And we've got all that nonsense. Well, in any case, I think it's way overdue for me to end this stream. Look at me, we've been live for over 17 hours. Not 17 hours, 7 hours. Getting ahead of him. Getting it! Alright, it's bloody time to wrap it up. Oh my god, I'm tired. Anyway, you guys have been awesome. It's been fantastic. Lots of follows today. I even got a single bit. Money in the bank. Moolah moolah. Alrighty. Alright, let's see. Who we got here? Alright, we're gonna go raid Nubai. He's playing the city as well. I'm sure he'll be welcome to help you out, take questions, and all that kind of nonsense. Alrighty. Let's kick this raid off. Thanks for stopping by, guys. If you want to keep up with the stream and all, there's a whole bunch of nonsense either down there on the screen or on the page or whatever. Oh yeah, I'll add you back, don't worry, I'll do that after that. I'll add you back. Alright, have a good one, guys. Take it easy. I don't know when I'll be on next, just keep in touch. Alright, have a good one, guys.